Right now, I'm going to Sephora because I need to buy foundation and setting powder. So the foundation I've always used is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. I've used it for so many years, so now I want to try something new. I've heard so many good things about the Lady Gaga Haus Labs Foundation, so that's the one I want to try. I also want to try the one size setting powder, so come with me. We have arrived to the mall. Now we're going to Sephora to buy the things I need. Yeah, I'm just gonna get foundation, powder, and possibly setting spray. I'm not sure yet. It feels good, but then if you're like standing too much in the sun, it's like really hot. Oh, this weather, not ready for the summer heat. Got the Sephora goods and got some cheesecake. Okay, so the first thing I got is the Haus Labs by Lady Gaga foundation. I got the one size ultra pink setting powder mini and the setting spray one size mini because I've never tried it, so I want to see if I like it first. We had one of the Sephora workers, he helped us. He was so nice and he helped me find my shade, so shout out to him for everything. And we also got some shout out Miguel, that's his name. We got some cheesecake, but I'll show the cheesecake later. Hello guys, so a few days ago I purchased the Lady Gaga Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I want to try it out with you guys. Well, actually I did try out yesterday. I did my makeup using this foundation and the one size setting powder, the pink one. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if it's just my skin that's just too oily. I wish I took pictures, I didn't, but around my nose area here and then on my chin, it just separated and it didn't look good. I had like patches and everything, but I want to give it a second try today, so I'm going to do my makeup. If it ends up not looking good on my skin today, then I'm probably going to return it and find another foundation that's better for oily skin. The only thing though is I did hear that this foundation is good for oily skin, but I guess my skin is just too oily, I don't know, so I'm going to have to find either like a matte foundation or a satin foundation. I'm not sure, but let's do that. Guys, I just want to point out I'm wearing this shirt. It has strawberries. I did my own nails yesterday and I did little strawberries and flowers on my nose. I don't know if it's focusing, but it's matching my shirt. Anyways, the foundation I've been using for many years, ever since high school, is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. It's a really good foundation for oily skin. The reason I wanted to buy a new foundation is because, like I said, I've been using this foundation for so many years. I haven't branched out to any other foundation except for like drugstores. Very first foundation I ever tried was the Maybelline Fit To Me Matte Poreless foundation, and that one made my face look like a greasy mess. It just was really bad. My sophomore year of high school, that's whenever I started getting into makeup, and I watched all these makeup influencers on YouTube, and I heard that this foundation was a really good one, so I bought it and fell in love with it. Used it ever since. I hadn't tried a new one, so I was like, okay, I need to go buy a new foundation, but I was like, I need to try something new. So I went on YouTube and did my little research and heard that the Haus Labs foundation was a really good one and everybody was raving about it. So I was like, okay, I have to try the foundation. I also watched many videos, makeup artists recommending foundations for oily skin. I saw they recommended the NARS matte foundation and then the Forever Dior matte foundation and like a Kat Von D foundation, but I was like, okay, but I really want to try the Haus Labs foundation. So I went to Sephora, got color matched, bought it, and everything. Okay, so here I have the foundation. Like I said, I already opened it. It's a really cute bottle. It is pretty heavy, not gonna lie. Like, comparing this to this, it's heavy. Here it is. It has a pump, which is a good thing because my Estee Lauder foundation doesn't come with a pump. My shade was 040 Fair Neutral. When I was at the store, it did look like it matched my skin perfectly. Yesterday, whenever I put it on my face, it looked really white, like pale. But then once I did all my makeup, it looked like a good match. So I don't know, but let's try it on. So I already prepped my skin. Put my hair back a little so it's not in the way. Let's get started. I'm just going to do a small pump on my hand. Well, actually a lot came out, but here it is. So you see, it looks a little too light, but then like I said, once I blend it in, it looks a little better. I'm going to get my beauty blender and start blending it in. So you see, it looks a little better once it's blended in. It matches a little more. So now I'm going to do my chin. My chin and right here was my problem areas yesterday. So let's see how it looks today. Something else I want to mention is that it could very well just be my skin that's not doing the best at the moment. We'll just have to see, because I really wanted to love this foundation. Also, if nothing ends up working out, I'm just going to have to come back to my holy grail, because I know that that foundation works for me. Like I said, that foundation is great. It's so good. It works for me so good. I just wanted to branch out and try something new. Do I look like a ghost? Is this shade the right shade for me? I don't know how to feel about it. Like I said, the person who helped us out at Sephora was so nice. He really took his time shade matching me, but I'm not sure if this is my right shade. I mean, I don't know if it's the lighting at Sephora, because I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, yeah, perfect shade. It matches me so well. But now here at home, I don't know if it's too light. I feel like I look like a ghost. I finished blending the foundation and this is how it's looking. No foundation on eyelids or under eyes, just concealer. I think it's like medium coverage. I have some like scarring going on, redness. It covered it up a little bit, but not a whole lot. Now I'm going in with my concealer. I'm gonna start here. I'm also going to be using the One Size Ultra Pink powder. I don't remember if I mentioned, but this powder also I think I'm going to be returning because I used it yesterday as well. I put powder on my T-zone and this powder looks a little dark on me. The reason I wanted this powder was because I saw so many videos saying that the pink powders brighten your eyes. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm looking for, because I used the Laura Mercier Setting Loose powder in shade Translucent. I think I've mentioned it before that it makes my under eyes look a little yellow, so it doesn't brighten my under eyes, and that's what I want. So that's why I got this one. And yesterday, whenever I used it, it didn't do that. But it is a really good powder because it stayed matte. It barely even creased, which was a very good thing, because with my Laura Mercier powder, I creased so much and I hated that. But with this one, it's a really good powder. So if you're looking for a powder, definitely recommend, but try out different shades to see if it's your color. Unfortunately, this is not my color, and the translucent one also looks a little yellow, so I think I'm going to have to return it and try the Huda Beauty powder in shade Sugar Cookie, because that one's basically white. It's like a white powder, so maybe that's what I need. Now that I finished blending in the concealer on my top eyelids, I'm going in with this powder to give it one more try and see, but I think this one I'm definitely going to return. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it already made my eyelids a little darker than they were before. I'm just gonna do the other side now. Now I'm going to be blending my under eyes. I looked at myself closer in the mirror and it kind of looks like I'm wearing pink eyeshadow, like a light pink eyeshadow. I think this confirms that I am going to be returning the powder. Not saying it's a bad powder, it's a really great powder actually. And again, just setting the concealer with the powder. So I put some on my chin, so let's put some here. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but in person you can see the difference. I feel like I look like a vampire, like the red or the pink around my eyes. This area of my nose always gets a little too crazy, so we're gonna be putting some there. And then on my forehead. Oof, yep. You can see it way more on my, oh my god. I'll show you guys, hold on. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Can you see that? I feel like you probably can't see it, but in person, there's such a color difference. It's crazy. My hair is starting to look very ugly right now because I took a shower and now it's air drying and now it's starting to look so frizzy and ugly. But let's just keep going. Now I'm putting some blush. I'm a blush girly. Sometimes I go a little overboard. Honestly, I probably don't even need to do any eyeshadow because my eyelids already look a little pink, but we're just going to do a little more pink, darken it up a little more. And I'm not even going anywhere, I'm just staying home, but I just wanted to try it out again so I can know to return it. I'm just going to dust the powder off. I'm going to do my mascara off camera. So I finished doing my eyelashes. These lashes look so cute, so pretty, so long, and this side decided not to work with me today. We're right there. Try to fix it, and I think I just made it worse, so we're just going to ignore that and just let it be. But this is how the makeup's looking. I don't know. I'll try to show you guys with different lighting. I do still need to see how it does with my oily skin. Yesterday I did notice my oils coming in through much quicker than usual with like my Estee Lauder foundation. So we're going to test that out again today and see how my makeup looks by the end of the day. I'm not going to be touching it up because whenever I use my Estee Lauder foundation, I rarely touch it up. I don't like touching it up too much because then I feel like it just starts looking cakey, but we'll see how it looks by the end of the day. I wanted to come outside and read my book. I just started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's a series. I wanted to come sit outside since the weather is so nice, but also just for the makeup part, so I'm not just like inside the house. So I made the decision to return the foundation and the powder. The foundation was nice, but like I said, maybe not ideal if you have very oily skin like me. This is how my makeup ended up looking by the end of the day. There's definitely some oils peeking through. My face is looking very greasy. If you can see, there was very minimal creasing under my eyes. I look way more oily around my nose area, especially on my T-zone. But yes, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching.